The world you live in is not designed to make you thrive. From the moment you are born, invisible forces begin shaping your reality. You are handed rules, beliefs, and ideas that determine who you are supposed to be. Your potential is often buried beneath layers of societal programming, limiting stories about what's possible, what you deserve, and how much power you truly have. They say your future is determined by your past, your genetics, or the systems of control that govern your life. This narrative ensures one thing: you remain a passenger, not the driver, in your own existence. But here's the truth: they are wrong. You are not a victim of circumstance, a puppet of your genes, or a slave to societal expectations. The reality is this: your mind is a tool, one capable of extraordinary transformation. When you learn to reprogram it, you unlock the ability to become a conscious creator of your reality, no longer at the mercy of external forces. Today, you'll discover how to break free, rewrite your mental operating system, and step into the limitless power that is already within you. Everything you believe, feel, and do is largely dictated by a part of your mind you rarely think about: your subconscious. Imagine your brain as the most advanced computer ever created. From birth, this computer starts receiving programs, patterns of behavior, emotional responses, and beliefs about the world. Most of these programs are downloaded during the first 7 years of life, when your brain is in a highly suggestible state, like a sponge soaking up everything around it. These early programs don't just influence you, they control you. The subconscious operates silently, managing 95% of your thoughts, feelings, and actions on autopilot. That's why so many people feel stuck, repeating the same mistakes, or attracting the same struggles. It's not because you lack the ability to change, but because your mind is running outdated programs that no longer serve you. If you want to become a conscious creator, you must take control of these subconscious patterns and replace them with ones aligned with your true desires. Science has already revealed a profound truth: everything is energy. You, your thoughts, and even the material world around you are composed of vibrating waves. But energy isn't random, it's influenced by consciousness. The most advanced science of our time, quantum physics, proves that your thoughts shape your reality. Every belief you hold sends out energetic ripples that interact with the world, creating experiences that match your internal state. Think of your consciousness as the architect of your life. What you focus on grows, and what you neglect fades away. Yet many people are unaware of this power and let negative, fear-based thoughts dominate their minds. These thoughts create disharmony, leading to stress, illness, and struggle. To reprogram your mind, you must align your energy with the outcomes you want to manifest. It begins with awareness, becoming conscious of the signals you are sending out, and shifting them to match the reality you wish to create. Your beliefs about success, health, relationships, and even happiness are shaped by cultural programming. These societal norms act like invisible scripts, dictating what's acceptable and what isn't. For centuries, systems of control, whether through religion, media, or education, have instilled fear, scarcity, and conformity. They've taught you to look outside yourself for answers, handing over your power to others who claim to know what's best for you. But you have the ability to rewrite these cultural scripts. Start by questioning the beliefs you've accepted as truths. Ask yourself, who benefits from me believing this? Is this belief empowering or limiting me? The moment you identify the programs that no longer serve you, you can begin to dismantle them. By letting go of these imposed limitations, you create space to design a life that reflects your own truth, not society's expectations. Reprogramming your mind isn't about fighting against the old. It's about consciously installing new beliefs and habits that serve your highest potential. Think of it like updating software on a computer. Outdated programs slow down your system and create errors in operation. Similarly, old belief patterns no longer aligned with your growth can limit your potential. The key is to replace these with empowering programs that align with who you aspire to become. This transformation requires deliberate effort, persistence, and a deep commitment to the process. It's not an overnight change, but a step-by-step reconditioning of your mental framework. Visualization stands as one of the most powerful tools for this reprogramming process. When you vividly imagine your desired reality, your brain processes these images as if they are real. Neurologically, your mind begins forming new connections that support this envisioned life. Pair this practice with affirmations, clear, present tense, positive statements about the reality you want to embody. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," affirm, "I am successful." Consistent repetition of these affirmations reinforces them in your subconscious mind, which is where lasting change occurs. Over time, these intentional thoughts evolve into deeply embedded beliefs that transform how you perceive and engage with the world around you. Meditation is another cornerstone of reprogramming your mental operating system. By quieting the chatter of your conscious mind, you access the deeper layers of your subconscious, where transformation takes root. In this meditative state, your mind is highly receptive to new ideas and intentions. Plant seeds of positivity and self-belief during this time, visualizing yourself as the person you wish to become. The practice of meditation not only enhances focus and clarity, but also strengthens your ability to direct your mental energy toward your goals. The more you integrate this practice into your daily routine, the more seamlessly your external reality will align with the internal changes you cultivate. Your emotions are the fuel for creation. Every thought you hold is amplified by the energy of the emotions behind it. Positive emotions like love, gratitude, and joy vibrate at higher frequencies, attracting experiences that resonate with them. On the other hand, fear, anger, and resentment create a low-frequency state, drawing in more negativity. To master your emotional energy, cultivate awareness of your feelings. When negative emotions arise, don't suppress them. Instead, acknowledge their presence and seek to understand their root cause. Then, consciously shift your focus to something that uplifts you. Gratitude is especially powerful. By focusing on what you appreciate in your life, you raise your energetic vibration, aligning with the abundance and harmony you wish to manifest. Your surroundings significantly influence your growth and transformation. The people, places, and media you interact with daily shape your subconscious mind. Negative environments filled with criticism, fear, or limiting beliefs reinforce old patterns and stifle progress. Positive and empowering surroundings, however, align you with your goals and inspire growth. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who encourage and uplift you, while challenging you to reach higher. Seek out communities that share your values and foster meaningful connections. These relationships act as a mirror, reflecting your potential and supporting the beliefs you are working to strengthen.
Build wealth every day with Trading 212. Invest with zero commission.
Your environment also includes the media you consume and the physical spaces you occupy. Limit exposure to content that perpetuates fear, division, or scarcity, as these narratives subtly impact your energy and outlook. Instead, focus on materials that educate, motivate, and expand your perspective. Pay attention to your physical surroundings too. A cluttered space often mirrors mental chaos, while an organized and harmonious environment promotes clarity and focus. Aligning your external world with the life you're creating internally makes your transformation more seamless and effective. By intentionally crafting a supportive environment, you amplify your efforts to reprogram your mind and unlock your full potential. Reprogramming your mind is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong practice. The more you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired reality, the more you'll embody the role of a conscious creator. Challenges will arise, but they are opportunities for growth. Each obstacle you face is a chance to refine your energy, strengthen your belief, and reaffirm your commitment to your path. As you step into this new way of being, remember that your journey impacts more than just you. When you shift your consciousness, you contribute to the collective evolution of humanity. Your transformation inspires others to awaken to their own potential, creating a ripple effect that changes the world. You have always held the power to shape your reality. Now is the time to reclaim it. Embrace the process, trust in your ability to create, and watch as the life you once dreamed of becomes your living truth. Every meaningful transformation in life comes with its own trials. Growth doesn't arise in the comfort of what is familiar, but in the tension of struggle. Pain has a way of stripping away illusions, forcing a deeper understanding of who you are and what truly matters. Powerful change requires facing suffering head-on, not as an enemy, but as the very fire that forges your strength. You might feel broken at times, questioning why you must endure hardship, but what if this suffering is the catalyst you've been avoiding? By the end of this video, you will understand why suffering is not a curse, but a profound teacher, guiding you to the most significant transformation of your life. Suffering is an inevitable part of existence, deeply embedded in the fabric of life itself. From the moment of birth, discomfort shapes the human experience. Ancient teachings have long emphasized this reality, none more so than the Buddha, who described suffering, or dukkha, as the foundation of all existence. Pain, loss, and disappointment aren't anomalies, they are truths of life. Yet many spend their days running from this reality, numbing themselves with distractions, chasing fleeting happiness, or blaming others for their misfortunes. Understanding suffering begins with acknowledging it. You cannot change what you refuse to face. Suffering doesn't exist to defeat you, but to awaken a deeper part of your being. When you recognize that suffering is not random or meaningless, it shifts from a burden to a powerful tool for transformation. Instead of asking, why me? The question becomes, what is this teaching me? And it's through this shift in perception that the seeds of change are planted. If suffering is the doorway to transformation, what lies at its root? The answer often lies in attachments to desires, identities, or outcomes. Buddha spoke of samudaya, the origin of suffering, which is rooted in craving and resistance. These cravings can manifest as desires for pleasure, success, or recognition, and the aversion to discomfort or failure. Both are two sides of the same coin, trapping you in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. Think about the last time you felt deeply unhappy. Was it because of something external, or was it the mental story you told yourself about the situation? Often, suffering stems not from the event itself, but from your resistance to it. The mind clings to what it wants and pushes away what it fears, creating a constant tug of war. True transformation begins when you release this resistance and accept life as it unfolds, rather than how you think it should be. This process is not easy. Letting go of attachments feels like losing a part of yourself, but it's in this loss that you create space for something new, a truer version of yourself to emerge. The old self must dissolve for the new to rise, and that dissolution often feels like suffering. Suffering, when embraced, becomes a teacher that no book or mentor could ever replace. It strips away the superficial and forces you to confront the raw truth of your existence. The breaking point, the moment when everything feels unbearable, is often the beginning of profound change. Think of it as a crucible, a space where the unnecessary is burned away, leaving behind only what is essential. These moments are not designed to destroy you, but to transform you, refining your character, and clarifying your purpose. Through pain, you discover a depth of resilience and inner strength you may not have realized you possessed. During these moments of despair, your inner strength is revealed. Pain forces you to look inward, to question your values, your purpose, and your identity. It challenges you to redefine what matters and let go of illusions that no longer serve you. The intensity of suffering demands a re-evaluation of life, often leading to profound revelations about who you are and what you're capable of enduring. This process, though difficult, builds a foundation of self-awareness that becomes a guiding force through future challenges. The lessons learned in these moments resonate far beyond the suffering itself, shaping the person you become. Consider the analogy of a seed. For a seed to grow into a tree, it must first be buried in darkness and break apart. That breaking is not the end, but the beginning of its transformation. In the same way, your breaking point is not your defeat, it's your awakening. It's in the moments when you feel most lost that you are closest to discovering a deeper truth about yourself. The darkness of suffering holds the promise of growth, and when you emerge from it, you carry a newfound clarity and strength that transforms not only your life, but also your understanding of it. Powerful change requires sacrifice. You cannot cling to the old and expect to step into the new. Buddha's concept of nirodha, or the cessation of craving, emphasizes this truth. To end suffering, you must detach from the desires and fears that bind you. This doesn't mean abandoning all goals or aspirations, but releasing the unhealthy attachments that keep you trapped in cycles of pain. Often, these attachments come from the illusion that holding on provides safety or identity, but in truth, they anchor you to the very suffering you seek to escape. Growth demands courage, a willingness to face the unknown, and faith that what lies ahead is worth the loss of what you leave behind. Letting go is perhaps one of the hardest things you will ever do, It feels unnatural because it goes against the ego's need for control and certainty. But holding on to the old self, your past mistakes, outdated beliefs, or the life you once envisioned, only prolongs your suffering. Growth demands that you release these weights and trust the process of transformation. Each step away from the old brings discomfort, but it also creates space for renewal. The ego will resist, whispering doubts and fears, but every time you let go of something no longer aligned with your purpose, you move closer to your most authentic self. Every time you let go of something you thought you couldn't live without, you make room for something greater. It's not about losing, but about creating space for abundance, clarity, and peace. This act of surrender is not weakness, it's the ultimate display of courage. Each release strengthens your capacity to trust yourself and life itself. By embracing this process, you begin to see letting go not as an ending, but as a transformation, a necessary shedding of layers to uncover the truth of who you are meant to become. Through this practice, you step into a version of yourself that is freer, lighter, and more aligned with your purpose. Transformation doesn't happen by chance. It requires deliberate action and a disciplined approach. The Eightfold Path, a framework for living a balanced and meaningful life, provides a roadmap for navigating suffering and embracing change. Each step, right view, right intention, right speech, and so on, guides you toward a life of wisdom, ethical living, and mental clarity. Discipline is the bridge between suffering and growth. When you cultivate mindfulness, you gain the ability to observe your pain without being consumed by it. Instead of reacting impulsively, you respond with wisdom. The more you practice, the more you realize that suffering is temporary, but the lessons it offers are eternal. This path is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong journey that requires patience, resilience, and unwavering commitment. But with each step, you move closer to freedom from suffering and closer to your truest self. Suffering has a way of transforming everything it touches. It dismantles the illusions you once held and rebuilds you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Every scar, every heartbreak, every failure becomes a testament to your resilience. These experiences are not setbacks, but stepping stones to becoming the person you were meant to be. Powerful change doesn't come from avoiding pain, but from leaning into it with courage and grace. The process is messy, uncomfortable, and sometimes terrifying, but it's also beautiful. Each moment of suffering holds the potential to awaken a part of you that has been dormant, waiting to emerge.
You're a lifesaver. I'm on Zoe right away.
True nature, through that heart energy.